Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be the video review for Transformers Generations Brainstorm. And as you can see, we have the packaging in front of us. It's lovely packaging. We've got the same stuff that you get on most recent Voyagers here that aren't Combiner Wars. Got the red background, we got artwork of Brainstorm, continuation of the artwork of Brainstorm. Pretty awesome looking actually. On the back, same old, tech specs, product shots, bio, and yeah, and then on this side, get a photo of the toy on the lower portion of that side of the package. Anyway, that wraps it up for the package. I'm going to pause right here and get the toy into perspective and we'll go over it. Okay guys, here we have Brainstorm in his pretty sweet looking vehicle mode, and it looks real nice. I dig the look of this vehicle mode. It reminds me of a Star Fox R-Wing. I'm probably not the only person to mention that in a review or notice that. Oh, one of his guns is crooked. There we go, now they're level. But yeah, I mean, I really dig this spaceship, jet, fighter mode, whatever. Now, one thing that I want to note about the vehicle mode is the legs are a lot further back than what they're shown in the instructions, but that's due to the design of the figure. This is the only way the legs will peg in. There's no other way to have them peg into the body further up. So, just how it looks. So, don't get frustrated when you're trying to transform this thing and say to yourself, why won't it go? It's because it's not really designed to. This is the way it looks. But you know what? Still looks cool. It's got some nice detailing on the vehicle mode. You got those really cool boosters on the back. And overall, I just really like the look of the vehicle mode of this guy. Real nice, sleek looking jet fighter, you know, whatever. Really cool. Simple, but cool. Now, we're going to go ahead and, oh, almost forgot to cover. He's got the nice tampographed Autobot symbols there on his wings, which gives a real nice look. And overall, just good detailing and paint in this mode. Really digging it. So I'm going to go ahead and just get into the transformation because it's very simplistic for a Voyager. But honestly, I'm totally fine with it. I don't mind simplistic transformations as long as the figure is nice, which this one definitely is. So, to start off, you just flip up his landing gear there. Next, separate the arms from the legs. You can kind of then move the legs down. Move his side skirt pieces up. And then kind of open his legs up. And then pop the front off. There's a hole here on the back. Just pegs in, and the legs obviously just come down. The front of the legs open up, push the foot down, do that on both sides, and then getting out of frame here, let's lift the camera back up. Then you just straighten out the arms and then rotate the arms around. And, oh, fold these wings back. There you go. And then you, come on, there we go. Open up panels on his arms. Flip out his wrist. Do the same thing on the other side. Come on. It can be a little tricky-ish to get out, but not too bad. There he is. Okay, now, he's got no head. Well, we all know where his head is. His head is in the cockpit, of course. So, flip open the cockpit. Pull out his little headmaster dude. Close the cockpit back up. But before I transform this guy into a head, I'll talk a little bit about the headmaster himself. It's a decent little headmaster. It's not great or anything. He's got pretty limited articulation. He's got a ball-jointed head, though, which, of course, becomes, Brainstorm's neck. And he's got, his arms can kind of, move out. Let me just give you a close-up of this little dude here. He looks pretty good, I think. Not a bad-looking little headmaster. He's got 2 points of articulation in his legs. He's got it basically at the butt and at the knees. He can bend, and that is it for the headmaster. So let's go ahead and put him in head mode. It's really easy. You just straighten his arms, and then you just fold his legs in. Now it's a head, and you just pop the head in. And, of course, the little headmaster gimmick happens, where you get speed, strength, and intelligence, the tech specs. Go ahead and zoom in on that. He's got, if you can see on the camera, he's got high speed, relatively low strength, and high intelligence. So, makes sense, since he's a scientist and all. Now, one thing I want to take this moment to talk about the QC issues that I've heard about in other reviews with this figure. Now, for me, I do not have any problems whatsoever with the QC on this figure. It's, I'm not afraid of popping the neck out of the, the headmaster unit or whatever. I have no problems with QC on mine. But mine was a Wave 2 release of this figure, and the reason I knew it was a Wave 2 release is because when I actually got it from Amazon, when it arrived, there was like a little clear, it's not a rubber band, it's just, a little clear piece of plastic wrap string holding the head in place. If that's the easiest way to spot a Wave 2 variant of this. Mine had that, so I knew this was a Wave 2 variant before I even opened the package. So they definitely have fixed the QC issues on the Wave 2. If you find a Wave 1, your mileage may vary, I don't know, but I have no problems with this. Anyway, before I get into the figure a little more, I'll just do a quick size comparison here with Springer. And as you can see, Brainstorm is quite a bit taller than Springer. He's a fairly big Voyager. So there you go. That gives you an idea of his scale. Big Voyager. Yeah, so let's get Springer out of the way. And now we'll go ahead and get into articulation, all that fun stuff with this toy. So just let me rearrange the camera here a bit so we can get a better view of this guy. Can you get him back? No. We're far enough back to get him in all his glory in frame. Almost. Anyway, as far as his guns go, I guess once you got several display options for him. I'll just angle this up. You can have him point straight up if you want. You can, if you want, kind of angle them down. That kind of looks like a battle mech. That looks pretty cool in my opinion. Or, of course, they are removable. And come off. There we go. And he can hold them, his guns, needless to say. Put the other one down. Put this in his hand. There you go. And him holding the gun actually fixes one of the slight issues with this figure. He could be considered maybe a little bit limp-wristed. Well, actually more on the other wrist. This wrist is not limp, but he can be a bit limp-wristed. And if you put the guns in his hand, or I'm sorry, the guns in his hands, that definitely clears that issue up. Real well. So anyway, enough about that. Let's go ahead and kind of go over articulation and all that fun stuff. He's got foot, tilt, I guess, or forward and back, whatever you want to call it. That's not tilt. I'm not sure what that movement's called. Forward and back at the foot. Bends there at the knees. Rotates above the knee. You've got nice ratchet joints there at the top of the leg. Real nice. No waist articulation. 360 there at the shoulder around. Goes way out. Rotate above the elbow. Double jointed elbow. So, and of course, his head is on that ball joint from the headmaster. So, overall, this guy is pretty darned articulated, as you would more or less expect out of any modern Transformer, especially one of the size class of Voyager. So, and of course his wings. His wings stick out a lot. I guess that's accurate, but I honestly prefer to sweep his wings back. I just think that looks a little bit better. Just my opinion. You know, to each their own. But as you can see, this guy is very easily posable. You know, and he looks really flippin' cool. I think Hasbro did a great job on this figure. I have no problems recommending him. You know, it's definitely if you like the way this figure looks, this is an easy, definite buy. No reservations whatsoever recommending him. Anyway, that pretty much wraps this up. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did like what you see, please, you know, thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.